Now the next part is net indirect tax. So what is this net indirect tax? It is the difference between indirect tax and subsidies. Whenever you will do sums on national income, net indirect tax formula is indirect tax minus subsidy. Gross value has to be found out by adding depreciation to the net value. These are the basic formulas. Net value is found out by subtracting depreciation from the gross value. This is a basic formula. So now here the basic formula of net indirect tax to be found out by indirect tax minus subsidy. Now what are indirect tax? We have studied in the government budget chapter. Okay, so indirect tax refers to those taxes which are imposed by the government on the production and the sale of the goods and services. For example, GST. Okay, so indirect tax are the taxes which are not directly borne by the payer. Okay, its burden can be easily shifted. So it is imposed on what? It is imposed on the production. It is imposed on the production and the sale of the goods and services. This is for example GST. Subsidies. Subsidies, if I say in Bengali or Hindi, it is called chhad. Okay, chhad dawa. Okay, so subsidies are the economic assistance given by the government to the firms and household with a motive of general welfare. Now it is a kind, when I say कि छूट दे रहे हैं, prices में छूट दे रहे हैं, या फिर tax में छूट दे रहा है, या फिर if I say कि tax से छाड़ दिच्छे, so ये जे छाड़ दिच्छे वा छूट दिच्छे, this is what? Subsidies. It is a kind of economic assistance which is provided by the government to whom? To the firms and the household, because these firms and household, we are the taxpayers. So this assistance is given to us or to the firms, those who pay the taxes. Like LPG subsidy. LPG subsidy is given to the poor households. Why? So that they can afford the LPG gas cylinders. Okay. Now, they are often granted to promote exports or to encourage firms for setting up industries in the backward areas. So subsidies are given to the firms. Why? So that they can set up the industries in the backward areas and help in the welfare of those areas. Subsidies are opposite to indirect taxes. They reduce the market price of the commodity. Like if I say of the LPG gas cylinders, when the subsidy is provided by the government, that means it is coming to them at a subsidized rate to the poor household. So for the firms, it is so that for the firms it helps in the exports and it helps them to set up their industries in the backward areas for the welfare of the backward areas. And to the household, it is given so that we can afford it at a reduced price from the market price. So it is a kind of economic assistance or financial assistance provided by the government. Okay. Now, what is this market price and factor cost? Factor cost, we have earlier studied that the factor cost is the amount of money paid to the factors of production for the services provided by them in the production process. Market price, what is market price? It is the price at which a product is sold in the market. Now, if the market price is rupees 540, it means it includes the indirect tax. Like whenever we buy a chocolate, we buy any food packet, we will see that inclusive of all taxes, means the indirect tax is included in the price. Okay, but the subsidy is not included there. It excludes the subsidy. So whenever we buy something, it is written that inclusive of all taxes. Okay, that means the indirect tax is included in the price and subsidies are excluded. So market price is equal to market price, that is 540, is equal to factor cost plus indirect tax minus subsidy. Factor cost, why? Because the factors of production which are used in the production process are to be paid. That cost is also included in the price because it is a part of the cost of production. So that price is included in the market price. So factor cost plus indirect tax minus subsidy. Market price is equal to factor cost plus net indirect tax, if we write it in short, because indirect tax minus subsidy means net indirect tax. So market price is equal to factor cost plus net indirect tax. Okay. Now we will move to NFIA, net factor income from abroad.